Jim Kelly dropped the mic right there. Where else would you rather be than Buffalo today? Already taking their shots at Travis Kelce today. I'm sure we're going to see more of that inside the stadium tonight. But all these fans fired up. They seem to really believe what Marv Levy, that legacy that he left. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now? Even a couple of Chiefs fans back there. Everybody's getting along so far. We'll see how long that lasts. Let's get to our Dan Graziano, who's out there with the Buffalo fans today. Bills Mafia treating you all right, Dan? Oh, you went inside the stadium. You're safe now.
Yeah, I went inside. They're good out there without me. The hospitality was nice. That one really brave kid in the Chiefs jersey, I was really impressed with him. But yeah, we're back in the stadium now, where in a little over 5 hours, the Bills will try and advance to the AFC Championship game. With a banged-up defense. They suffered a lot of injuries in Monday's wildcard round game, and there are a couple guys that they could be without. You see this today. They're without Christian Benford and Taylor Rapp on defense. Bernard doesn't seem like he's going to play. The two corners there at the bottom look like they probably will, so that's some good news. In place of Bernard, you'll probably see veteran A.J. Klein, who a couple weeks ago was home packing up an RV for a family trip to Key West when the Bills called and said, hey, do you want to sign for the playoffs? Of course, he did say yes, and so he is back. But in terms of when the Bills have the ball, Josh Allen is obviously the focal point of the Kansas City defense. I talked to their defensive coordinator, Steve Spagnuolo, and he said of Allen, he's a bear. He said, we're at the point where we feel like we did a pretty good job on him last time, but there's 2 or 3 plays he makes every game that no other quarterback can make. He said, so really it's about trying to hassle him as much as possible, even more than it's about trying to tackle him. Spagnuolo did say that the Bills' offense looks different to him with its reliance on the running back and the 2 tight ends, and that's something that Buffalo has done consciously throughout the year to get to the point where they can be more productive on first and second down, have shorter third downs, and eliminate some of those mistakes. So the hope, obviously, is that it all works today against the Chiefs.
That's their hope. All of Bills Mafia hoping that doesn't work out for him. Josh Allen, I mean, Spags called him a bear. This guy has had really an impressive year, Larry. But what do you think it's going to take for him at home against this Chiefs defense we were just talking about in order for him to be successful in this game?
No, I keep hearing everybody talk about the pressure. Pressure is a privilege. Not many people walk around in the world that have the privilege to be able to go out there and do something great. If he plays well today, they win. Simple as that. If he plays the way he's been playing over the last 8 games, the Buffalo Bills are going to win today. Now, I equate him to Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time. His range starts when he walks into the gym. And Josh Allen's like that. There's not a throw that he cannot make on the football field. But when Steph Curry shoots 23-footers, a lot more likely for them to go in. And so take the things that are available, take the easy plays, and if you need to be able to beat people with your feet, like he did last week with the fake slide and run, do that. But I think the ball's in his court. If he plays great, they go out there and win.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think for the first time in this matchup, like for Josh, he's got the advantage. I mean, forever the chips have been stacked against him. He's going into Arrowhead. He's going against Pat, who's got Tyreek and Kelce and throwing for 100 touchdowns. And it's been so difficult for him. Not only is he home this week, Chiefs are not the same animal. And I think, in fact, he's got the better weapons. His O-line's better. He's got more players around him. These 2 tight ends, the running back, obviously Diggs, Shakir's even added to it. I think, like you're saying, Larry, I think you just go be yourself out there. You don't need to be the Superman that we've seen. Just go operate. But with all that being said, it's a tall task today. This Chiefs defense is a monster to prepare for. Spags, I think, is, in fact, the toughest in the NFL. They are so multiple. Like this last week, their last game when they played in Week 14, I counted 7 to 8 different defensive personnels. 3 DBs, 4 DBs, 5 DBs, 6 DBs, 7 DBs. I mean, he plays with 3 down line, 2 down line, even front. It is so hard. They're coming from everywhere. They're all coordinated. They know what they're doing. So, again, it's going to be difficult today. I mean, he's really at home. He's got to use cadence, get his protections figured out, because everybody's liable to come from that Chiefs defense.
You know, you're talking about a new look, excuse me, for the Buffalo Bills. It's something that really stood out over the last couple of weeks for me. You know, we know about Gabe Davis, the deep threat for the offense, and there's just somebody, second-year wide receiver. It just seems to me this year a lot of young wide receivers had to step up late in the season and definitely the playoffs. We got Rashee Rice on the other side. He's a rookie. Now I'm talking about a second-year wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills, Khalil Shakir. And what really stands out to me about him is what he brings to this offense. Well, how do they utilize this young man? Well, they don't care. How he's utilized is just him being able to catch the ball. And the stat that really sticks out to me is 16 throws. The last 16 throws, Larry, he's caught all 16 of them. So there's a lot of buzz and there's a lot of talk over on the other side about Rashee Rice. But Josh Allen also has a young weapon on the other side also.
Yeah,
Rex.
you mentioned that young man. It's so funny because I remember last year Chris Mortensen, bragged about him forever to me and stuff. And I'm like, all right, never really showed up. Well, he showed up now.
Yes,
How many
he
in a
has.
row?
16.
16 out of 16.
Yes,
but
that's impressive.
I'm going to tell you, it's so known that Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback on the planet, all right? And everybody agrees with that. But why do we not include Josh Allen? Their numbers are so, almost identical with each other. I think it's funny because when Patrick throws a pick, oh, it's his weapon's fault. When Josh throws it, oh, he's just crazy. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Right.
Let me tell you how crazy Josh Allen is in the playoffs. All right, because I think he's the greatest red zone quarterback I've ever seen. All right, why? Because he got a bazooka for an arm and he uses those legs. All right, 6 out of the last 7 games he's rushed for a touchdown. That's decent. All right, but he's thrown 15 touchdowns, and you know he's so reckless with the ball. How many interceptions in the red zone? That'd be 0 in the playoffs.
Pretty good.
Okay.
That's his playoff career right there. I agree. You always said, hey, if not now, then when?
Right now.
It's
then we-
got to happen right now.